Christmas 2019. What amazing Scotch whiskey are we going to find in the Scotch Whisky Advent Calendar 6th edition? Stay tuned for the Whiskey Whistle. Merry Christmas, everybody. Mark here at Whiskey Whistle on YouTube, sharing a little whiskey awesomeness from Winnipeg, the center of North America, on Christmas Day with the Scotch Whisky Advent Calendar 6th edition. Let's get that 25th window open. Is this going to be the whiskey that tops the scales? I'm really curious, super curious about that one. There it is right in the middle. Let's get that out. That's a special one. It's square. And I'm still doing something with that, so stay tuned. All right. This one will be very easy to get out. Oh yeah, so easy. Make sure I don't look at it. Okay. Okay. No, I didn't see anything. All right. All right, folks. What do you see there? I have no idea what this is. The back is covered like so I can't see it. Oh, I'm so excited. What is it? Oh, this is Weymss Malts Luxury Damson Jam. Now, I don't know what Damson Jam is. Single malt Scotch whiskey. Distilled in 1988. Bunnahabhain 30-year-old. Oh, this is incredible. The cask type is a puncheon. Probably a sherry puncheon, I would guess. And the cask number is WVM 330. The region is Islay. Now, it's likely unpeated, but we will have to open it up and check because Bunnahabhain does make some peated malts. All right, so we've got our glass at the ready and our whiskey watering can and whiskey watering pipette, the whatever this is called. What is it called? Oh, anyway, beautiful. Okay, so we'll get that opened. Now, this is waxed, so I'm not sure how to open this. But I'm going to. Oh, by the way, this is 46% ABV. We'll just go like that. Okay, it comes off pretty nicely. Beautiful. And I love this on the back here. And that's another hint as to what I'm doing with all of the pogs, as I call them, from the Scotch Whisky Advent Calendar. All right, let's get that poured. A little more than that. There we go. Beautiful. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the color as my voice breaks. I've caught a slight little bit of a tingle in my throat, so I can still smell just fine. Let's see the color. All right, what do you see there for color, folks? Fairly dark. I think this is beyond gold into the copper. That's a definite coppery hue. Polished oak. It's gorgeous. Obviously natural color. Obviously unchill filtered. 46% ABV. It seems like they do a lot of those at 46, and I have to say I don't mind it because typically that is a great drinking strength, and also it does keep the cost down a little bit, especially when you get to 29 years old, 30 years old. You're looking at quite an expensive whiskey if it's cask strength. Furthermore, sometimes about 46% is cask strength for those older ones. Okay, let's have a look at the legs together. Oh, that smell. Oh, what an aroma. Okay, so the legs for this Weymss Malts, what's it called? Damson Jam? Luxury Damson Jam. Fairly brisk first legs, but the secondary legs are quite slow, a little bit drizzly, and quite showy. So that's pretty nice looking legs for 46% ABV. And I think we'll have a nice mouthfeel for this one. All right, on to the nose. Big, beautiful sherry. And I don't think this is peated at all. Oh, that is just gorgeous. A little bit of salt. So it is like... It's like strawberry jam with a tiny little bit of salt just to accentuate that sweetness. And really dark fruitcake, a little bit of candied orange peel. A little bit of vanilla custard. Oh, this is just gorgeous. Now this is pretty close to one of the oldest whiskeys I've ever had. So I'm thrilled. It's definitely the oldest Bunnahabhain I've ever had. 1988. This was distilled at a time when whiskey making was offline. It was all dials and buttons. Now it's all computerized. For many of the distilleries anyway. So this is going back in time to when I was 13. Everything was different then. It's amazing how much the world has changed in 30 years. Smells delicious. So a little bit of that vanilla custard. We have that strawberry jam, fresh strawberry jam with a little bit of salt. We've got those candied orange peels. Beautiful. Well, folks, Merry Christmas. A big cheers to Cindy and Jonathan from Secret Spirits who made this beautiful box. Cheers, guys. Definite jamminess to this. Beautiful strawberry jam. And yet it's also a little bit dry, so it really does have that little bit of candied orange peel in there. Medium bodied. Now, the finish, so I'm tasting this all at once, right? The finish on this is ridiculously long. I'm thinking that's going to last nearly a minute. Beautiful. A little bit dry in the finish. There's a little bit of a herbalness to it, like a sweet basil. Something sweet and green there. Can't think of what that would be exactly. Definite dryness, but it's so sweet and it's so fruity. Pretty amazing. That little bit of saltiness carries through in the palate. And again, that just lightly accentuates the sweetness. And I have a feeling that this is going to do really well with water. That should do it. There's a light pepperiness on the finish. Those sweet herbs. That light pepper. A little bit of sweet ginger. Throughout the whole experience, we have that strawberry with a little bit of salt in a jam. We get more of this unique sweet herbal note. It's a definite, maybe what I'm looking for here is a tea. Now, not quite Earl Grey tea, but there's something very sweet and yet very herbal about this tea. Very, very lovely nose. Well, onto the palate with water. Cheers again. Here we go. The water has totally toned down that dryness, revealing delicious, sweet, leathery, like oaky, vanilla, beautiful flavors coming through here now. There's a slight nuttiness to it. I love that leather note. Who would have thought that I would like the taste of leather? I'll take some leather. This just really brings out all those delicious fruits. Really big on the strawberry, I feel. And you still have that slight herbal note all throughout here. That little hint of salt, that bit of that touch of pepper on the finish. The finish really, really shows that little bit of sprinkling of salt. That's really showing its Islay character, I think. I haven't had enough Bunnahabhain to really say exactly what the style of Bunnahabhain is. I've had the 12, I've had one of their peated varieties, Cruachmhona, however you say that. Cruachmhona. Beautiful, leathery sweetness really coming out here. You do get some slightly boozy Christmas cake coming through here on the palate as well. And a ridiculously long finish. Delicious. Well, it's that time, and I'm really thrilled that I made it through this whole Advent calendar without missing a day. Some timing was at issue. Really hard with young kids, though. Sorry about that, folks. And a slight apology to Jonathan and Cindy for not getting that out. I really wanted it out every morning, but it's tough. Anyway, for all of you who followed along, I really thank you. And I know that was a lot of WhiskyWhistle coming at you this month. So you've got a lot to get through. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the WhiskyWhistle Whiskey Score for the final dram. This is dram 25 from Weymss Malts, Luxury Damson Jam, Bunnahabhain 30-year-old. What's that going to be, folks? It's going to be 93 out of 100. You heard it. 93 out of 100 is the WhiskyWhistle Whiskey Score for this very delicious Bunnahabhain 30-year-old from Weymss Malts, known as Luxury Damson Jam. Beautiful. Now you might be wondering, why didn't this win? It's really, really amazing. This is a top tier whiskey. But there's just something about that bitterness that I loved so much. They're both beautiful. And it just shows you can have young whiskey that rocks. And old whiskey done right can be the best of all. So, well done. Well, I will bid you adieu. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. All the best in 2020. I will not be putting out any more videos for this year. I need a bit of rest, some time with the family. So take time with your family, shut down your notifications on your phone, and focus on the people that love you and the people that you love. All right? Take care, everybody. I love you, and I'll see you in 2020.